投一下 YouTube 好，稍等，我现在打开。
For the past year, Ontology has been trying to make the blockchain world a better place, to a point that all the activities happen in the real world can be transacted, documented, and traced freely and efficiently on blockchain. Every day, we're one step nearer to that world. Do you know that among the world's top public chains, Ontology is the first to launch CrossChain testnet, and now it's available for supporting non-fungible token, which means whichever you're holding cryptocurrency on, you can literally buy anything on Ontology MainNet. Also, Ontology is one of the earliest blockchain projects that focused on identity. Now, we're able to provide the world's leading comprehensive KYC service with our Trust Anchor networks, including SenseTime, CFCA, Shufty Pro, 4Stop, IdentityMind, etc. So in the future, everybody with ONTID will be the true master of his or her own data. Instead of data breaches, people will benefit from sharing their data. Exciting, right? We've got more. Ontology Sharding Testnet just launched in June. This world-leading technology supports network, transaction, and state sharding simultaneously. That's to say, if an e-commerce app had to cooperate with a payment app on another shard of Ontology, each cross-shard transaction is traced to ensure security and credibility. We're committed to bringing a better blockchain world to everybody. Join us. Let's make that happen.
把它放下来一点，因为它这个上面底下那个没有。不是。
Nowadays, internet apps are everywhere. We share, socialize, and shop over apps. But data is a big issue. The massive data belongs to a centralized owner, and we don't even know if they want to use these valuable data. In the past year, Ontology has been devoted to improving this situation. There are many decentralized apps on Ontology platform. Comparing to apps on traditional internet, there is more trust here. Everyone is not only the producer of data, but also the owner of data.
Hey everyone, this is Christina from Ontology Marketing Team. You are now watching the YouTube AMA for Ontology's first mainnet launch. During this live session, we will announce the 3 winners for the best questions asked, and will randomly select several lucky viewers who comment on our AMA live chat with ONT and ONG rewards. I call this a special YouTube AMA not only because it's Ontology's first mainnet launch anniversary, but also because it's the first YouTube AMA presenting both Ontology's founder Li Jun and co-founder Andy G. Please welcome Jun and Andy.
Hello everyone. The question and about the first year from our mainnet. Hello everyone, I'm Andy, the co-founder of Ontology. So I have many years of experience on the blockchain industry. Before Ontology, I'm the deputy general manager of one Fortune 500 group company, and I'm the deputy secretary of the blockchain forum backed by the China MIT department. So I participate in the China and the international blockchain standards. I wrote the white paper, and during the blockchain standards review work for the governments. Okay.
Thank you, Andy, and thank you, Li Jun. On behalf of Ontology, I would like to say thank you to all our community members for your continued support. So now you will be seeing some ontology posters from I don't know what do you think about those posters, but personally I love them very much. In the past few days, we were overwhelmed by the number of questions we received from the community. We have prepared 3 ontology gift sets for the community, which will include a limited edition ontology cherry keyboard and a whole set of ontology white paper 2.0 hardcover. Before our IMA officially starts, I would like to invite our founder Li Jun to announce the first lucky community member to win our special gift set.
Okay, the question is about the Ontology and NEO's CrossChain cooperation, and the name is Hammond, HMAN, and HMAN, yeah, Hammond. Okay.
Thank you, Jun. Congratulations to HMAN to be the first winner of today's AMA. Congratulations. So, let's kick off the AMA session now. The first question is Ontology's development lagging behind the roadmap in its white paper? Jun, would you like to answer this one?
Yeah. Actually, we have finished all the milestone and all the map tasks in last year. Actually, when you review the 2018, we almost the only one public project launched MainNet on schedule. They already show our great engineering capability. And actually, beside that, for some important infrastructure technology like sharding, CrossChain Protocol, and multiple layer design protocols, we even ahead of our schedule. Even some scope already not in our original white paper or the first version's roadmap. We have to do a lot of other things, even more things, and compare with our own original scope. So yes, this month we have released 3 new white paper, included our framework and our infrastructure and the trust framework as well, to the trust collaboration. So when you review those kind of frameworks, different frameworks and white papers, you will check our scope already far more larger than our original one. So in the next year or next 1 year or 2 years, we still will follow our new scope and our new plan, new strategy, and we'll keep our engineering achievement as well. And we believe we can do all the milestones on schedule, on time, and give more response to our technical community.
Okay, thank you very much. The 3 new white papers Li Jun just mentioned will be part of our gift sets for today's lucky winners as well. The second question is, I know that the rewards for DApp developers on the Ontology platform are very good. Is DApp market one of the goals of Ontology in the near future? Andy, would you like to take this question?
Ontology is aimed to build a blockchain network is capable with the ready for all business. So that market is a great container of the new crypto users. So now we are looking for some useful area or useful use cases, like we are focused on the gaming, the DeFi, and the sharing economy. So such as live streaming or advertisement trade. So we will continue to explore more high quality use cases and launch products that can be widely adopted. So by the way, we highly take care about our DApp developers. So last year we launched our 100 million debt incentive program Renaissance. So for moving forward, we will help more developers to build their own dApps and help them to fundraising or marketing or listing on the exchange.
I'm sure there will be more high-quality dApps be attracted to the Ontology platform. The third question will be more focused on the Ontology CrossChain Solution. As we know, we have launched the Ontology CrossChain testnet earlier this year, which is the first testnet launched globally. So the question is for Li Jun. Why is Ontology's CrossChain solution better than that of Polkadot or Cosmos?
We cannot say better. We can say, okay, we design some specific functionality or features. We can set for more easily and use a cross-chain protocol in more different scenarios or situations. For example, currently the most cross-chain protocol more focused on the assets exchange. But in the real business, we found a lot of business process you need to do cross-chain. I mean, the whole process, maybe we'll do the process step by step across different blockchains. So you also need a protocol to do those kind of transaction and the business process, and also like the asset. And you should be the different process. You mean not only the cross-chain asset exchange, but also cross-chain business processing. And beside that, you can see, okay, sidechain, not only harbor or main chain, sidechain to sidechain also can do the cross-chain directly. That is also highlight things. So based on that, we want to just as our slogan is ready for all businesses. So our cross-chain protocol also want to support more different scenarios and situations in real businesses, not only digital assets exchange. So based on that, that's why we design a new cross-chain protocol for that. If you are more interested in those parts, you also can check out the cross-chain white technical paper, and our testnet already launched. You also can try to build some application or build some test process for that.
Thank you very much. The fourth question is for Andy. How is the Ontology globalization strategy going? Is Ontology planning to do compliant business in other countries?
To be honest, Ontology is a real global distribution and a community-driven project. Right now, we have already covered more than 18 language regions, and our fans are able to receive the Ontology update post whatever in which countries or whatever you where. So for the next step, we will keep further expand our markets and influence in Southeast Asia market and the Latin American market and other fast-growing countries. We will promote our services and our pros in the near future. So in the past year, we have already traveled all around the world. We co-host the hackathon with Microsoft, and we hold some events in Tokyo, the Saigon, the Seoul, Singapore, and Jakarta. So we covered out of the space in Europe and the US. So actually, we are planning to enter into the Japanese and the US compliance market. So we had cooperated with the Japanese public listed company named Gumi and keep contact with the JFSA and the JVCEA. I hope the top Asian project Ontology will get listed on Japanese market. And right now, our core builders in US, some big companies will help us to enter into the US market. So we have discussed with the biggest exchange in US for 1 year. So I hope we can move forward with the US and Japanese regulator and their customers in the near future.
Thank you, Andy. That all sounds very exciting. The fifth question is for our founder Li Jun. So we know that Ontology is working on a distributed identification protocol. How does Ontology Solution prevent user data from being abused by internet giants like Facebook, Google, and Snapchat?
Okay. So unlike the other projects, they have a lot of like the apps, the building the identity solution based on that. Ontology Sync is the identity, especially distributed identity solution, should be kind of the infrastructure level of functionality. So we build the Ontology DID, OntID, DID protocol in our infrastructure directly. So every the apps can use those kind of protocol directly. The decentralized identity is used that every users individual can control their identity and the verification information directly. So based on that, you can see you can link different data source by yourselves. The data source may be from the centralized data source verification private, also come from the decentralized platform like your own social network or other owner personal data. The difference is all your personal data will not be on the blockchain. You will steal the data still in their original source. Every time you want to use, you can control, you want to send data to specific the users or to some other individuals directly peer-to-peer. So that makes it also not only easily to link different source to do use that, but also can meet the regulation requirements, just like the GDPR. You cannot, the platform should not collect the personal data directly, and you should let user to control their data by themselves. That is new models people to control their identity, their own identity and their own data as well. And so this is new solution to compile with currently centralized internet service like Facebook. So we believe the DID protocol will be a very large use in large scope in the next phase.
Thank you very much. The sixth question is for Andy. Is ONT going to have interoperability with other public blockchains? If so, who are they? Will we be able to see a multi-token supporting ONT wallet?
I think the answer is certainly yes. Now, we have already supported in the multiple native coin and different tokens in our Onto wallet. We have just released Onto 1.0 new version, and the new OntID supports multiple native coin, and we also support the new blockchain like the Binance chain with the BEP2 tokens, the Kakao Clayton platform, the Facebook Libra coin in the near future. So right now the Bitcoin is ongoing. And by the way, I believe you will like our Onto the one-stop client in the near future. So please try our Onto wallet.
You can now download Onto in Google Play Store or on iOS App Store.
Yeah.
Or you can visit our Onto website, onto.app. And currently we are also having an event on our Reddit, which is like feedback on the new Onto. So if you have any feedback for our Onto and to help improve our Onto, you can just leave a comment there. Okay, now we would like to invite Andy to announce our second winner of today's AMA. So who is the lucky one?
The question is, do ONT is going to have interoperability with other public blockchains? If so, what are they? Will we be able to see a multi-coin supported ONT wallet? This is what I answered the question. So the nickname is the Crypto Belly. So his ONT ID, the last 4 letter is UWFX. So congratulations.
Congratulations, yeah. You have won a limited edition Ontology Cherry keyboard and a gift set of Ontology White Paper 2.0 hardcover. So in the next phase, you will be seeing a video show received from the community. During the celebration of Ontology's first mainnet launch anniversary, we have asked our community to record a short video with wishes and hopes for the next year. Here's one of the videos from our community.
3、2、1 ，OK。
大家好，我來自香港，祝賀本體主網上線1週年，希望本體大展宏圖，飛黃騰達。
大家好，我来自马来西亚吉隆坡，祝贺本体主网上线1周年，希望本体越荡越高。
大家好，我来自马来西亚，祝贺本体主网上线1周年。
Happy anniversary, Ontology. And this one is saying like, hope Ontology will go as high as the swing. And this is a community member from Malaysia, also wishing Ontology a happy anniversary of mainnet launch. Thank you very much for making this video. Now we'd like to move on to the second session of our Q&A. So the second question is for our founder Li Jun. When upcoming big events like LTC having taken place on August 6, 2019, or BTC having taken place in 2020, minus rewards blocks are cut in half, which will lead to rising coin prices as the demand increases. So what does ONT have in mind for this issue? Is there any intention in the future for the value of the coins to be increased, as well as the benefit of the holders?
Okay, the token economy is quite important for the whole ecosystem. Not only for the usage, like the utility token is more like focused on usage, but also you need to focus on care about your investor as well. What's your token long-term value? So Ontology is another token design, dual token. Because the NEO is similar mechanism. The dual token is better is when you, for example, ONT is governance token and ONG is utility token for the use. All is fixed supply. They never have a new supply every year. The fixed supply to keep all the whole total value and the total supply for the ONT. Besides that, ONG in our ecosystem, they will be reused again and again. For example, use your different smart contracts and different other as a gas fee or the other kind of fees. All the used or consumed the ONG will reward to the ONT holder. So this kind of a recycle process will keep the ONT have the got a reward and got an incentive again and again, along with the ecosystem, enlarge the ecosystem, Ontology, more and more DApps, more and more smart contracts, more and more asset exchange. The ONT holder will got more incentive and reward. On the other side, the fixed supply also keep the ONT have no new supply every year. So also keeps the long-term value for the. And ONGs can be reused, recycle process. Also can keep the ONG, the whole gas fee in Ontology ecosystem keep stable and a low gas fee as well. That also can support for the DApps developers and also for the ecosystem partners. So those kind of models can benefit for both developers, partners, and the investors. So currently, when I review the other token economy in other public blockchain, Ontology is dual token is one of the best one. I want to more and more people and the community member to figure out this point and to know what is value behind the token in the long term.
Thank you very much. For our community members, if you want to learn more about Ontology dual token model, you can follow our Medium. There's an article about everything you need to know about ONG. It clearly defines the ONT and ONG dual token model. The next question will be for Andy. So they would like to ask a question about Ontology ecosystem. There are a few high-quality decentralized applications on blockchains today, and our community member wants to know what is Ontology's focus when it comes to DApps on its platform.
As I mentioned, now we are focused on the game. DeFi and the sharing economy. So Ontology is aimed to increase the user experience, the performance, and lower the barrier for the newcomers. So for example, the new ONTID login features will be integrated with the dApps and the wallets, and linked with the Facebook, Twitter, the WeChat account. You can easily log in with your WeChat ID or Facebook ID and generate your first digital wallet. And we also allow the dApps to run their own layer 2 or stage channel, and they can pay the transaction fee for the user. So it will be help the traditional users to transfer their traditional service and use the new crypto service. So we can help the traditional user to try their first crypto services on our wallet, on Ontology platform.
Thank you. So earlier this week, on the 18th of July, there was a news very popular on Twitter. So Ontology and NEO has announced their partnership in CrossChain. Here's a question for Li Jun. Could you share more technical details about your plans to work together with NEO? Not only the strategic cooperation you recently announced, like any plans for NEO 3.0 and for Ontology as well, and in which aspect, such as atomic swaps, will Nash or Next project be involved?
This is new CrossChain protocols and work together with Ontology and NEO. And actually, the whole project whole plan is more than that. It's kind of we call it the United Network, the new next generation internet (NGI). They will be integrated like the decentralized storage and the cross-chain protocols, and also other assets management and as a whole infrastructure. For the technical parts, just we mentioned, the new protocols will support not only asset exchange, but also all kinds of different business process in cross-chain. And unlike the other cross-chain, you need to use a specific framework to build your protocols or build your blockchain. We can integrate it with currently existing different blockchain directly without they needed to change their protocol. They can directly integrate it with this kind of protocols. And even in the future, even those system, not blockchain system, also can be do the interoption as well. So based on that, easily to join, and we have enhanced a lot of focus on security and focus on the transaction process as well. And we will release the white paper, first version white paper in this quarter, and the next Q4 we will release the testnet. And also we'll have more partners join this kind of group. We will build a more larger ecosystem for the cross-chain and interoption as part, not only Ontology and NEO. So we think it's build another ecosystem can use a different the cross-chain protocol. They can support in a larger scope like the DEX or the other kind of business scenario in the future. So we believe based on our technical experience before, both Ontology and NEO, and also our ecosystem and the other capability, we believe those kind of cooperation and the ecosystem will be more success in the next phase. We also welcome more partners join us to build those kind of cross-chain.
Okay, thank you very much. So we'll be looking forward to the white paper then.
Yeah.
The last question is for Andy. What business scenario are ontologies support now? In which countries can we mass adoption of ontologies technology in the near future?
Our new slogan in 2019 is really for all business. So Ontology is aimed to become the new fundamental architecture for the new digital economy world. Will we do everything? The answer is no. So I just mentioned we focus on the game, the DeFi, and sharing economy. So we try to implement some use cases for some specific scenario, but some experimental projects had failed. For example, we try to fix some traditional business model to convert into the distributed business model, but they cannot design will accept the token economy, so some projects fail. But we will keep trying to bring some real adoption to the whole industry. For example, we build a loyalty point platform for Fosun Group, and our new Korean partner, the Movie Book, they will build a content platform with 8 billion users. So we have already issued our fully regulated stablecoin with Paxos. So we will focus on the DeFi at the rest of this year. And for the next step, DeFi is our focus area. So we will provide new products like the loan, the payment, the debit card, and some wealth management product for the end users. So we will help the traditional user to lower the barrier, and we will try our best to implement more use cases to whole industry, and thus we can engage more traditional user to this area and bring more value to the whole ecosystem.
Okay, thank you very much, Andy. So that's all for the questions that we selected from the community that it's been collected in the past few days. Now let's look at the live chat area. So we have already announced the first and the second lucky viewer for today's AMA. The first question comes from A. Smith. So Mr. Li Jun and Andy, how does Ontology solve the problem on scalability with sharding mechanism?
Okay, sharding mechanism, actually scalability is, that's a big topic in different level. For sharding, it's more like in the infrastructure level, I mean the specific the main chain, and should do the scalability and sharding in different groups. Ontology have just finished the first sharding implementation, and you can check our sharding testnet to check that also with our technical the white paper for sharding as well. That will be enhance and improve our scalability in our mainnet, in the infrastructure mainnet in layer 1. Another kind of scalability is multiple layer, maybe in layer 2 or like the stage channel. They also can improve the scalability as well. But of course, in the multiple layer also will impact some decentralized level sometimes. So you need to find the balance between that. So beside that, the scalability is kind of, you have the cross-chain definitely also is kind of scalability. To check that, you can deploy different kind of application, different kind of assets on different blockchain as well, and use the cross-chain protocol to let them work together. So there's 3 kinds of scalability Ontology all is doing for that, and some parts we already finished our implementation. So we will keep to enhance for those parts, and I believe this Ontology already become one of the best blockchain with a scalability solution right now. You can try different way in different scenario to support the scalability.
The Ontology is a highly customization and modular framework. So you just consider the Ontology as an enterprise level public blockchain. So we have a basket of the scalability solution. You can choose the sharding, the layer 2, and the sidechain, what you want. So if you are enterprise, you can customize your product requirements, and we will offer you any solution for the scalability of any requirements.
Thank you very much. The next question is from Nat Studio. Congratulations to be the second lucky viewer of today. His question is, what is ONT's future development plan? In the process of developing ONT, is it difficult to get like today? Does ONT now meet formidable opponents? If so, does ONT have any plans to develop it? That's a lot of questions. So,
the question, okay, so many questions. Which is key question to that?
It's about Ontology's future development plan, and have we like any competitors right now, and what's our plan?
Okay. The plan is quite clear for actually the whole strategy for Ontology have two parts. One is technical on infrastructure level, just what we mentioned, scalability in different levels, sharding and multiple layer and cross-chain is our clear strategy. Phase and next phase as well. We already do very good progress in this part. Another is ecosystem and the real business, just our new slogan, ready for all business. We have built a bridge to link the different real business in different situations, even in different legal system, legal mechanism, legal system for that, like the decentralized identity, DID, Ontology, and the decentralized data exchange protocol, DDXF. And in next phase also have a reputation part as well. That's protocol will be done. So in another part, ecosystem and business development, we already build our, we do a lot of business engagement with different industry partners from enterprise and financial institution or some new startup. We also build our local team in Korea, in United States, in Europe as well. Globalization also is a very important strategy this year. And we will focus on two parts, technical infrastructure, another is ecosystem, and try to build more case in different, more industry and more scenarios. That is Ontology in next year as well.
Okay, thank you very much. There's another question from FARRUKH. I don't know how to pronounce it. The question is your team considering to come up with a DEX which will use ONG as a fee payer, just like BNB in case of Binance? Andy, would you like to answer this?
Actually, we have already live Ont DEX. So it's our initial version of our decentralized exchange. So we will keep improve our user experience and bring more assets onto the ONT token. So actually, we launched our cross-chain collaboration platform with Neo, and more and more public chain leader or regional public chain will engage into this network. So we will bring a real cross-chain asset exchange onto our DEX. So you will see more real native coin on our DEX. So it will offer much more smoothly user experience than the Binance DEX. Right now, the Binance DEX is slow, and you have to issue your token on Binance chain. So we will have a much more powerful platform.
Okay, so now we have the third lucky viewer. It's from our Chinese community. So his question is, as we mentioned about ready for all business on the Ontology's new official website, what have we done to implement this?
Okay, what we say is ready for all businesses. This means in currently Ontology infrastructure level and protocols level already can support almost all kinds of decentralized service in different industry. To be honest, our team is more focused on the infrastructure level technical development. The most team member in Ontology is technical engineering and protocol design and blockchain background, technical background. we are not a professional team in all different industries. That is impossible. So we ready, it means we welcome all kinds of professional team from all kinds of different industry in different areas in different countries. They build their decentralized service or DFs on Ontology. We will provide good technical support, even ecosystem support. Besides that, we also have the incubation process. We will do the incubation for that, include the funding, include the marketing, include the community cooperation to support those kind of industry the apps or service can build in different situations. Actually, before, just like Andy mentioned, like the movie blog from Korea, this is online video application. They also is supported by our incubation process. It's worked out. They have a not very very good business technical background, but we can support all the technical part. Also can support the marketing part and community part as well. You can just focus on your own business operation. We will handle all kinds of other things for you on the blockchain industry. So you can easily build your own decentralized service very easy. That is the means for the world is ready for the business, ready service for you.
Thank you very much. So we now have like 3 lucky viewers for today's AMA. 3 of them will win 15 ONT, and they are A. Smith, Nat Studio, and also there's a user from Chinese community called Li Bing. Congratulations on winning 15 ONT. The next question from the community is, what are some milestones to look forward to? What do you predict the largest challenges will be for ontology in the future? How do you plan to address them?
Okay. Currently, in the last year, the challenge, of course, most challenges is from the technical part. Just we mentioned scalability or stable security. But for today, the most technical challenge already have been done, already have been overcome, and some challenges already have a solution for this part. So in next phase, I mean next year, the technical challenge will not be the most important for ontology. So the challenge from the adaptation from just mentioned how to let more and more different service or applications to use blockchain, that will be challenge. Just mentioned is we need to have more partner from different industry, different areas to work together. And that means we also have those kind of background to do the cooperation with them. So that is quite challenging for our team, especially a technical based team. So, but we already built a very strong business development solution team and production management the teams. All those teams can provide more the good products and also to do the more business cooperation in different areas. So in next phase, we'll also focus on this one. But to be honest, that will still be a very it's very challenging for us right now. Especially not only for ontology, it's for whole blockchain industry also face those kind of challenges. But we will try our best to find more opportunity to get more adoption for the ontology blockchain.
I also want to share some experience. So there are so many existing dApps in the world, so on the Ethereum, the EOS, and the Tron network. So we found that the most of the users and the volumes are wash volume and fake users. So the whole industry are lacking of the user. So ontology is aimed to lower the barrier to engage more traditional users. So right now you find that there's a small group of the people are crypto guy. So we have to educate the traditional people. So the Facebook Libra project, they are the good signal for that. So they will educate the traditional people what is the crypto, what the benefits from the crypto. So we will try our best to reach this goal to engage more traditional people. So yeah.
Okay. So there's another question about ONT payment. As we know that ONT, you can now use ONT to buy a coffee on Zurich app in the UK. So people are wondering, like, when do you think in the future, like, we can use ONT as a trading currency in any country all over the world?
Yeah. So now we are providing a series of the products to support our payment scenario, and we had already signed a partnership with some retail or some partners in the OTA like the Priceline. So you can book some hotel or some airline on the Priceline and get some discount through the ONT payment or OEP for Paxos payment. So you can use our services to pay the retailer. So you can buy the Starbucks, some Lucky Coffee everywhere. And we will promote our services to all around the world. Right now, only choose some specific region for promotion like Southeast Asia market. So we will promote to the Europe and the US market if we can meet the demands with the regulation policy. So we will keep promoting our services. So after that, we can provide a smoothly gateway for the fiat currency to exchange to the cryptocurrency, and you can choose the cryptocurrency or fiat currency to use the ONT services.
Thank you, Andy. The next question is from Chandan Sahu. It's more like looking back to the day when you guys started Ontology. Are you happy and satisfied with the progress you have made so far? It's been like a few years already, right?
You mean the project?
Yeah, the project since the day you decided to do the project.
Yeah.
And till now, like, are you happy and satisfied with the progress we've made so far?
Yeah, definitely. We actually not only satisfied. I'm also proud for the whole team and the whole ecosystem. We have all the objects we have achieved, our achievement. Since when you review the last 2 years, Ontology have almost met all the milestone for not only technical part but also some ecosystem part, just like our validating nodes group and our technical progress. All the things have been done. We have keep our promise from our first day. So I'm so proud for this part for our team and for our community. So I'm very happy for this, and we can keep the promise in the next year and the next few years. We progress for this.
Yeah, just stay tuned with Ontology. Follow us on Twitter, all the possible social media you can follow. And here's a question from the Vietnamese community, since we have done a lot of meetups in Vietnam. He is asking, is ONT expanding its ecosystem in Vietnamese market as well? If so, do you plan to cooperate with a large enterprise or a corporation in Vietnam to easily implement the activities there?
Definitely yes, and Ontology have kinds of the advantages. We actually do a lot of discussion, cooperation, engagement with large enterprise, especially in China, definitely. And but we have, based on those kind of experience, we have very good solution and the business development team. We also can use this kind of capability to support in different countries as well. We believe a lot of enterprise in different countries, they still want to use blockchain framework and technology in different scenarios. Maybe in the initial phase, not in public chain directly, they will build their own permission chain or other different kind of solution. But Ontology framework and protocols can support this part very easily with a low cost, even free for that part. And in the future, they also can easily integrate it with public chain and very quickly. So I think Ontology solution and technical service will be very good choice for those kind of enterprise. We're willing to support those kind of enterprise in different countries. If you find any those kind of opportunity, also can welcome to contact us. We will provide the service.
You can also send us an email to contact@ont.io. The next question, I guess it might be from a community member in Africa. So he was wondering, do we have any plans for expansion and marketing penetration strategy in other promising continents like Africa?
Yeah, currently we're more focused on the Asia and the Europe and North American, and also include some South American next step. Africa also is a large market, and we want to do the marketing work or the even business development work more depend on the based on the community based to run that. If any kind of community member or contributor is willing to do this kind of contribution in Africa for ontology, and welcome, contact us. We will support you with a resource, with a reward to support you to do those kind of things. Community, build the community, and even build a development or business in Africa as well. We are willing to do that, and welcome all kinds of community members to join us to work together for this.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going through the live chat. So here's a question that about ONT's lock period. Do you think we should have an announcement for like the ONT locking will be used for staking?
So to celebrate the anniversary of the ontology, we just talk with the core team and convince them we have the fully confidence that our project will be moved forward in the near future and become the top tier project in the world. So we totally agree that we will put all unlocked token this year to stake into the consensus node. So all of the 3.75% tokens will be staking into our node group. So I think it will show our strength to the ecosystem and to our partner. So it will be a great step for the ecosystem development.
Yeah, ontology is the team allocation for the token allocation. Is almost the longest period, lock period, compared with all the public chain projects. Is 4 years lock period for ontology core team. And in this year, all the unlocked token allocation, we will put the staking again. Let's show our confidence and show our promise to build a long-term project for ontology. Our benefits, our personal benefits, the whole team will link to the ontology team, the project has in the long term for that. So we hope this kind of action will be good benefit for the community as show our core team to long-term promise for this one.
There's another question about ontology and NEO's cross-chain cooperation. They're wondering, do we have any plans to work with other public chains in the future besides NEO?
Yes, definitely. Just as I mentioned, this will be open protocols. Ontology and NEO just initial founder or initial organize or coordinate organize for this protocols. And in the future, not future, maybe very close, near future, and we'll have more other members will join those kind of open protocols. And it's open and for everyone, every kind of blockchain projects, and we welcome one more partner joining the project.
Some regional public chain leader like the Tomo Chain and Icon have already agreed to join us, so we will find more regional public chain leader to engage into this network. It's the time to collaborate with the regional public chain and become a real network for the next generation internet.
Yeah. Also, this kind of open protocol is more like, it's not like unlike the other kind of just a marketing activity, just some announcement. Based on the engineering, the capability of ontology and NEO, we have promised worked out all the technical paper, all the testnet, and all the implementation. So the CrossChain Protocol, open protocol, will be released very quickly. So, and also we'll have a real application based on that as well. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you very much. There's another question from the community. It's about investment. Will Ontology be invested in any like typical and reliable projects? Like, I guess what he's trying to ask is, what are you looking for when you invest in other like ecosystem partners?
You mean Ontology invest in other ecosystem partners? Yeah, Ontology have a capital for that part. Since we have some allocation for entities to support our ecosystem, our investment is always based on ecosystem project. All those projects will helpful for Ontology ecosystem and we'll got more users for Ontology as well. And in the future, we will still continually support our ecosystem development. If you have more good projects coming based on Ontology ecosystem, we still will support funding support.
There's another question about the real business adoption. What steps are taken to facilitate the adoption, since the simplicity of users' interface is not less important than the tech itself?
Pardon, the question is?
So the question is, what steps are taken to facilitate the adoption, since the simplicity of users' interface is not less important than the tech itself? It's about like users' experience in the tech.
Yeah, of course. And one thing you can see in this year, from this year, our focus is more focused on the protocol and the industry, the product as well. One thing is for the API, SDK, and protocols, we will have built more user-friendly and easily to integrated the protocols that the apps and even other system can easily use Ontology protocols. And for a product level, you can check the Ontol already become an open platform, open digital asset manager clients or wallet. We just support Ethereum token asset as well, and we will support more and more different tokens. You can manage all your tokens onto with not only digital assets and owner identity data exchange, cross-chain on the DEX and exchange, and other kind of DeFi service as well. So Ontol also will become we will build one of the best clients for the individual users for the digital assets management and identity and data management. So you can keep and watch our product and service will be more and more better in the next phase.
Okay, so it's almost an hour, and we're going to pick the last question. It's about DApp developers. How do you intend to reach out to the current DApp developers from different platforms?
So right now we are picking up some developers from the variety platform like the Ethereum and the EOS, and we also educate some traditional developers to use our Punica and toolkits to easily convert some traditional apps to the app. So we have several ways to bring more developers to become a DApp developer. So also we have a DApp incentive program, so we can support the developers through the finance, the marketing, and regulation or any kinds of service. So in the near future, I think we will have a win-win model with the developers. So we will become a real global tech community. So yeah, that's our goal in 2019. Yeah.
Last but not least, let's welcome our founder Li Jun to announce the final winner of today's AMA.
Okay, this question is ask the ONTID decentralized identity, and also ask what is difference between the Facebook, Google, and how to survey the pain points for the currently centralized internet service from Facebook and Google. I have just answered that. And also welcome more and more people use DID to control your own identity and data as well. So the name is CCINOC, right? Yeah, CCINOC.
Congratulations to user CCINOC.
Yeah.
And I would like also to say congratulations to all the 3 winners for this AMA. We have also announced the 4 winners on Twitter for commenting in our live chat. Thank you all for being with us today. If you have any further questions, you can join our Telegram group. You will find it in the introduction section below the video. So I hope you enjoyed today's AMA, and thank you very much for Li Jun and Andy to be with us. And hopefully we'll have more AMAs in the future.
Yeah, thanks, and see you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.